Hey everyone, welcome to the Seattle Coffee Gear YouTube channel. I'm John, and today we're going to be talking about this exclusive bundle for Seattle Coffee Gear. It's the Bambino Plus in black paired with the Baratza Encore ESP in black. Before we get started, subscribe to our channel, especially if you're in the process of shopping for your next piece of coffee gear. We're always posting new videos and helpful tips and tricks that'll help you up your coffee game. So make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications so you'll see when we release new videos. Before we talk about each of these pieces individually, I want to talk about the focus of this bundle. And I really see this bundle as almost an entry level for somebody who's looking to get into the coffee and espresso hobby. This bundle can make some pretty great coffee if you put in the time and effort to practice your barista skills. Let's start by talking about the grinder portion of this bundle. That's the Baratza Encore ESP. This is an update to the original Baratza Encore, which is a grinder we've carried for such a long time. The original Encore, the SKU is only 4 characters long. The ESP version is an updated version that has an extended range for espresso brewing. The original Encore was a great multi-purpose grinder, but couldn't really get fine enough for non-pressurized portafilters. If you want to go into greater detail about what a pressurized portafilter is and the difference between that and non-pressurized, we've done a few videos in the past on that subject, so check the description of this video for a link to that video. The Encore ESP is a very budget-friendly grinder, especially when it's in this bundle. In order to meet this price point, Baratza simplified this grinder. That's not necessarily a bad thing because the features that this doesn't have, like a grind timer or the ability to measure out coffee, isn't something that a lot of espresso drinkers are using nowadays. A lot of our customers are wanting to single dose by weighing their beans before pouring it into the grinder. Baratza included some accessories specifically designed for this kind of use. You get this handy single dosing cup, which catches the grinds and also allows you to transfer it into your portafilter. For a grinder at this price range, you get a pretty wide range of settings to use for espresso. They mark out about 20 settings that are good for espresso. We're going to dial this grinder in a little bit later, and I'll talk more about those settings in greater detail. Let's move on to the Bambino Plus. The Bambino Plus has been out for a few years and is a very popular machine with our customers. We get a lot of positive feedback on it. First off, it's a very compact machine, but it still has great features. I describe a machine like this as having guardrails against some of the common mistakes that you can make that can make it more difficult to learn this new hobby of espresso. Mainly, this machine has programmable buttons for single and double shots. Sometimes when you're just starting out with brewing espresso, you don't have quite the bandwidth to focus on how much coffee should be in my shot of espresso. Using these pre-programmed buttons can make it very easy to learn and take a lot of that pressure off. I think about machines like the Bambino Plus as almost having guardrails against some of the common mistakes or pitfalls that can throw you off your journey of learning how to brew espresso. The main feature that's a big benefit of this machine is those buttons that are programmed for the right time and volume of water for an espresso shot. Sometimes when you're learning how to make espresso, it's a bit overwhelming to be worrying about how much water and what should the volume be of my espresso shot. So just using these buttons can allow you to focus on tamping, the right amount of ground coffee, and the right grind setting for that. And then later on, you can start weighing your brewed espresso and get into more of the details there. Another cool feature of this machine is its automatic steam wand. A little bit later on in the video, we're gonna make a cappuccino and I'm gonna let the machine steam the milk for me and we're gonna see how my latte art comes out. I think you'll be impressed with the quality of milk that the automatic steam wand can get. Don't be too worried though. The steam wand is automatic, but you can still use it as a manual steam wand. So you can get up to speed with making all your favorite milk-based drinks using the automatic steam wand. And then once you have some more bandwidth, try tackle steaming yourself. That steam wand gets you a few different settings for temperature and the amount of foam that's in your milk. Now that we've talked about the features of both of these products, let's go ahead and dial the Encore ESP in and make a quick cappuccino. Let's go. You can use this little dosing cup to weigh out beans and also to catch your grounds. I had this pretty well dialed in earlier, but I might still need to make tweaks, so let's see where we end up landing for brewing time. Now I can transfer the coffee into my portafilter, give it a quick shake and a couple taps in order to settle my grounds. Now we can go ahead and tamp. Because the Bambino Plus has a single thermal block, that means you can't steam and brew at the same time. And because it's easier to cool something down than it is to heat something up, we're gonna start out by steaming our milk first, which requires the thermal block to be at a higher temperature. I have the milk settings on this machine around the medium setting for milk temperature and the medium setting for foam. Now that this is back to the temperature for brewing espresso, let's lock in the portafilter and start brewing. I'm aiming for about double the weight of the ground coffee I put in. So let's aim for about 34 to 36 grams of brewed espresso. We're using the Crew Brew blend today, which is a medium to medium dark roast. Makes some great crema, pairs really well with milk, and that contrast from the crema and the milk creates some pretty memorable latte art. Well, thanks for sticking around to the end of this video. I hope you learned something about this equipment, coffee, milk, latte art, or anything Seattle coffee gear. If you enjoyed the video, if you have questions about this bundle, drop us a comment down below. If you want to see this product bundle on our website, check out the link in the description to the page on our site. Also, down in the description of the video, you'll find a link to sign up for our email newsletter. If you're looking to purchase your next piece of coffee equipment, signing up for our email newsletter will make sure that you're aware of all the new products, savings, promotions, everything Seattle coffee gear that's coming up. As a thank you for signing up for that, we'll also send you a coupon for 10% off one item. There are some exclusions to that code, so make sure to contact our sales team with any questions you have. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a great rest of the day and keep making coffee you love.